That's not what I meant. I meant I hear dead people. I also hear live people. Peace, RaReKaMaai, or RaReKaMaai Mystics, and Upright Root and Aspire Higher. Those are my babies behind there. We're in the field enjoying soul to grow our soul so we can all shine and glow, baby, on purpose and all that good stuff. But yes, I'm ClairAudience amongst all the other Clairs, but I'm understanding my ClairAudience and how it works for me more and more these days. And I wanted to share with you all that there's been times where sometimes I'll be talking to people face to face, and I'll be just, my words ain't coming. I say things that I don't even mean to say, and all of these things is going on while I'm having an interaction with face to face. Now I realize it's because I'm also interacting with their higher plane. It's not always their higher plane. It could be the spirits around them, or their higher self, right? And so that's why all the fumbling and mumbling comes about sometimes when I'm talking to people. And I just like, what the hell? Because I'm such a whiz, and sometimes I come across as such a dud because of it. And I'm like, oh God, what the hell? Communication is a thing, you know. I know. I've been saying it for a while, and I came into the English language when I was 7 years old. And ever since then, I've been a wordsmith. And then in the last 10 years, when I came into my spiritual awakening, like my communication's gone downhill again. I'm like, what's going on? But now I know it's because, yes, I'll be interacting. I hear spirit. I can have full-blown conversations with people, like alive or dead, like I say. If I can tune into somebody, and then I'll be having conversation with them, with their spirit, or spirit guides, or their spirits. So spiritual energy is real out here. Don't get it twisted. I'm sure you know if you're here. But yeah, it's really important to balance, right? So I'm now learning to better come into balance when I'm in full face conversations with people if they don't understand that, because sometimes it just looks weird. It's like, what's wrong with her? Like, why does she know how to talk properly? And it's jarring for me as well, because I you know, I know how to talk properly, but then I get into them instances and it's like, oh my God, what a guan. Anyways, I got another energy there trying to infiltrate my phone right now. Ugh, this is the second one already. They stop right across from me, and they feel like they can tap into the phone, because you know the phones have that, you know, the location thing, but it's more than the location thing. There's that, but there's also myself. I can again attune to spirit, and they have different devices on their phone that they can tell certain things, phones that's in their proximities, or so many things, divine, so many things. And because I know so much of these things, it's like it can be a headache sometimes, but I try not to let it be and just be me. But it's a task, gee, it's a task, you know. But we keep on living, loving, learning, enjoy. Enjoy, baby. Rustic gems, check out my where's my turquoise? Some of my collections. I know I was gonna say we're in a recession, but I know times may be hard right now, but not really. You know, it's what you make it. There's like, this is an opportune time for us to really focus on our purpose, why we came onto earth, what is our real destiny. And one of the reasons why oh sorry, this is a different segment, but I was talking about witchcraft in the last segment. Them things happen because for myself, I'm multi-talented, and I like to multitask, and sometimes where I'm supposed to be doing this, I want to do that. So that's where sometimes the slow up things come into play. But hey, we live and we learn, right? We just have to get really comfortable in our skin and not allow nobody or anything to derail you, especially yourself, because we are our biggest and foremost obstructions, you know, the way we think and the way we deal with situations, the way we communicate to ourselves and to others. So yeah, get to know yourself, it's a beautiful thing. You really understand why things pan out the way they do. And to do that, you have to be in isolation. And not this is the forced isolation, divine orchestrated isolation, because otherwise we're not doing it. And so divine said, okay, let me allow these ones-on-ones to allow this virus to go through and get people in a way that they have to take time to themselves, and even just being around people that you feel you have to, whether family, lovers and stuff like that. You really get to know yourself, because a lot of people are in relationships and they're not really taking time to understand the dynamics of the relationship, because they don't really have like this kind of forced time together. They do a different kind of forced time together, which is they do the date nights, and do the small talk, and not really go into the depths of the core of the relationship or the individuals in the relationship. And even like family, a lot of people take their children to school where they don't know their children, and when they come home they're like, why don't you talk to me, or why do you do this and why do you do that? Because you haven't really taken a lot of time with them to understand them. So I'm kind of chuffed about not chuffed, but kind of, it's not really easy for people once they have, especially the way they have to be thrown into it. But it's really healthy for a lot of people, a lot of children. I think it's going to be really good for a lot of children to spend more time with their parents and family members, so they can really have that time, because it's needed. Like, our parents are our first teachers. We learn a lot from them. I just wish that parents have that understanding and take time with themselves and take time for their children as well, to give them more time. I know it's not easy. We all have things to do, but a lot of things are not, what's that word? Don't want to say self-imposed, societally imposed. Like, you have to go to work, you have to do this, you have to do that. And yeah, you have to work, but you don't have to work that 9 to 5. You don't have to be in a corporate world. You can, take a minute to master your own and figure out what your purpose is. You should, to make a business out of that, because once you know your purpose, you can thrive with just that. My purpose is the babies and to teach. So I'm thriving just like that, But much love, much peace, and again, take time to get to know you so you can understand your world and why it happens the way it does. Because then it makes it a lot easier, more digestible, more comprehensible. Peace.